But today we're going to be talking about designs and changing colors and all that. So first off, we're going to insert an image, and since you're talking about shoes, we're going to be using a shoe image. We'll be creating like a shoe yeah.
Amara, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my internet.
I can't also hear you.
Amara, you're breaking.
Any type of shoe you want. So I know.
No, you keep breaking. So I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh. So is it better now? Like I want to find out if it's better. So just
Now it's better.
okay. So please, I need. Okay, I said I wanted you girls to download pictures of shoes. Like, let me show you my desktop. Just 2 pictures. Okay, so you see, I have a few. So just download 2. I have that now, so we'll continue. Hope you got that.
Yes, but you're still breaking as you go on. But I've heard that you want us to download 2 pictures of shoes.
No, I want you girls to download 2 pictures of shoes. I've downloaded shoes already, so I just want you to download shoes yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so Vera, did you get that?
Yes, I'm trying to download mine.
Okay, thank you. So we continue. Okay, so are we done?
I'm done on my
Are we
side.
done, please?
Yes, we are done.
Okay, thank you. Vera, what about you?
I'm also done.
Okay. So moving on. Oh, everyone at the okay, say hey, my internet. Okay. So on the insert, we'll click on media. Then insert, then click image. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So you can see that your image icon is empty. It just has this dummy image here. So for us to insert our image, you come to your properties pane. Yeah, and see image. Image is equal to none. So when you click on the down arrow, you see add an image and you see none. So you select the add an image file. Yeah. Then the shoe you downloaded, you can just click on it or select it and click open. Okay, so our image is loading. Okay. So my shoe is here now. You can see that the image is very tiny, so we are going to expand it using the circle dot on all edges. So you can just click on one, and you see that the image is just in the center. Like you have spaces by this side, white spaces by this side. So for the next thing we do, we're going to change the image position. Under the image, you see image position, like in your properties pane. So click on the down arrow and select fill. So you see that the image is now full. Yeah. Yeah. So you can just expand it to this. You can expand it to this size. You can actually expand it like to the whole screen. But today we don't want to expand to the whole screen. We just want to expand to like half of the screen because we want to add other things by this side. By the right side, the right space. So have we done this?
Yes.
Okay. So the next thing we'll do now is we'll need, let's use First Bank app now. Once you're logging into your First Bank app, you know that you would see your First Bank logo, you would see the First Bank name and all that. So now we're going to be saying welcome to Shoes. Let's say Shoes is the name of our company. So to do that, you come to insert again and select label. Yeah. So in your label, in your function tab of function tab, you can just write welcome to Shoes. Sorry, it's taking time to load, but I'm sure if your internet is very good, it would. Okay. So I'm waiting for it to reflect in the box, in the label box. Internet just messes up at the wrong time. Okay. So you'd expand your box to fill up the remaining space. But something you should know is that your text will be so tiny. So what you should do is you go to the home, on the ribbon, click on the home tab, then select your size. This is 13, so you can change it to 28, so it's large enough for everyone to see. The text didn't reflect. Okay. Yeah, so it's large for everyone to see. And then you can select this B. This B is like the it indicates the boldness of your text. So I'm going to be using semi-bold. Yeah, so it's large. And then you can make it italic, you can underline it, but we don't want to use those two. So we'll just move on to this centralization. So you see that it's left centered. No, it's position to the left. So we want to make it to be centered here. So you see that our welcome to shows is in the middle, but the text is black. We don't want the text to be black. We want to change the text to something different. So you come to this A that is underlined with a black text, black dash. Then you see your colors. So now what color do you think we should use for our shows sign-in page? Hello, I need suggestions, please. We have various colors here, so since we are designing this together, we should have a very nice color.
Yeah, that maroon one.
Yeah, this maroon one.
Yes, that one or the one below.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you see that it's changed. So it's our welcome to shoes is now, it's no longer black, it's maroon. Oh, this looks brown. So you see that it's still looking so plain aside the image. So we can insert a color so that we have like an header for this. So in order to do this, we can just come to fill here, this fill, and select a color. But now since we use a dark color for our text, we can try to use a lighter color for the label so let's see if we can use this so that it's visible. You see? Yeah. So you see how it looks. So if we preview this, you see that we are getting somewhere. I don't like the way this shade is looking. Okay, I want to change my shoe. This shoe is not clear enough. Okay, let's use this instead. Okay, it's better. Okay, so you see that welcome to shoes and our image is now looking finer than the other one. So what do you think is the next thing we should do? Like, what is the next thing we should do since we are trying to make our sign-in page nice?
We can put the labels.
Hi, Vera.
For it's Lavender. We can put the labels for username and password, or I don't know how we'll be signing in.
Okay, so we can do that too. So what we do now is we can just insert a label. Yeah. So this is our label. Let's put it at the top here since we already have an image. Yeah. So something we can do is this is not like this method we're using can be changed. You can just make, okay, we want to welcome to shoes to be on the O, it should occupy the O header space, and we can make the image smaller. We can make it as large as possible. So now we want to use username and password. So you insert a text and you type your username. Yeah. So what do you think we should do next? We'd have to increase the font because it's so small. It is 24 this time. Yeah. Okay. So I only use a set username. So now we'd need, since we use our label as username, What do you think we should use now for the text box? You know, we need to insert a text box where the user will post. And then something we should also know is that if we use username and password, it's kind of not necessary because you're already logged in as a user. So there's no need for you to use the username and password here. But we're just going to try it since that's what we want to do. So the next thing we do is we're going to be inserting a text input. Yeah. So we're not inserting a label this time. We're inserting a text input. This is going to be under text. Yeah. So we can increase the size of this by just going to the property, and the size is 3020 and 320/40. So we want the height to be larger, so we can use 50. So you see this. So you can type your name here. Yep. So let's go and make it equal. So this should also be 60. Then come to our home, and they can make it semi-bold. Then we can centralize it. You know, centralizing it is not nice. Yep. So this, yeah. Yeah. So this is it. So do we need to change the color? I think we need to too. So we use the last one. We change the color of this. Change the color of our text box too. Instead of blue, we use the same color we use for the font. Oh, sorry. Okay, so sorry, we are coming to our border color. In your properties pane, to change the color of your border, come to your properties pane, scroll down to border, then select this and this. So you see, it's changed. So we have our username and our text box with the same color now. So the next thing we should do is, instead of using password, we can use a submit button. No, we can use a button. Yeah. So the button should say, put it in the middle. The button should say login instead of. So I think, can you remember how we changed the name of this thing? I think the second week. So you can either double click on the button to change the name, or you can just come to your functionality formula bar, and go to text and then type submit. No, the one is using login. Yeah. You see. But submit button. Sorry, our button is small, so we have to increase the size. So we'll come down to our properties pane again and just increase it to 60 and let's say 200. So we have 260. Yeah. So this is it. So what's the next thing to do now? Okay, so can anyone hear me?
Yes, you can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Are we following?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I asked the question, I was like, what can we do now? Like, what's our next step? Looking at our button, not following the color code we are using.
We change the
Okay,
color. We change the color. Add the button is supposed to go to another page, yeah?
Yeah, it's supposed to go to another page. So we are going to insert a formula or a formula, yes, to make it go to another page. But first, we are going to change the color. So we'll go back to our home tab. Then our field will be changed to, let's look at this. Okay, so our field will be changed to this color here, the label color. So we use this. Then our text is white because it's currently white. So we'll change it to the maroon. Yeah, so this is it. So we are almost done. So the next thing now is to give our login a function. Well, our login is not bold enough. Okay. So how do we insert a function for this submit button? No, for this button to submit to a different page or navigate to a different page?
I don't know if it was on select or on submit, one of the two, something like that.
Okay.
On select.
So you come to our formula. It's on select. Okay. So you come to our formula bar and it is on select actually. You see that it's false. But now we are going to navigate to a different page. So our formula will be navigate. We are navigating to, okay, so I have 3 screens. So we're going to navigate to one of the 3 screens. Yeah. So the first thing we do is to now type our navigate function, open a bracket and type screen. Then something we were supposed to have done initially was rename. So I'll use screen 0. The command is this. Yeah. Something we're supposed to do is rename our screen. Before we move on, let's rename our screen. So this screen will be our login screen. So rename to login screen. So once we play this and click, oh, you see that once we hover on our button, it's still showing blue. So we're going to change our hover color. Yeah. So click on your button, then go to properties pane, scroll down and you will see hover color. Can you see the hover color? So you are going to change. Sorry. Okay. So okay, sorry. I'm going to change this. This is maroon. Yeah. So check, you see that it changed. It's no longer blue. So why I actually just typed it, typed maroon because I just typed maroon there to get this. So you can either type it or you use the color code. But now since I'm not really familiar with the color code, I typed it. Yeah. So we are done. You see, once you click on your submit button, it goes to a different screen. So that my screen 0 was empty. So sorry, did you add new screen so that once you click it goes to a new screen? Hello? Hello, please. Have we done this? Like, we have 1 minute to do that. Have we navigated our button?
Yes,
Hello?
we have. Yes, yes.
Hello. I'm trying to change my Hoover color.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna move my screen to the top. Okay, so this is my second screen. So I can rename this to my, let's just say second screen. So we have to try to rename so that if someone else wants to work on it, they know exactly what screen is doing what and all that. So have we renamed our screens too?
Let me do that now.
Okay, please, thank you. Okay. So the next thing we do is our second screen is empty. There's nothing here. So we can change the background of our screen without inserting anything. So in order to do that, you can just come down to your background image. Yeah. On your properties pane, you see that it's none. It's saying none. You can click. Oh, no, we don't need to. Sorry, we're not using the background image, we're using the field because we want to change the background color. So I'm just going to be showing you the different things we can use our UIs for. So it's not your screen should just be one color all the time. You can change the color of your screen. You can use different. So now we are going to be using a really light color. Let's use this. Yeah. So you see that we've changed the background of our color. Of our screen is no longer white. So it's just by clicking on this fuel, the fuel icon here, and choosing the color you want, and it just comes up. So what do you think should be the screen that your viewers or your users should see? So what I want to do now is I want to create a screen where they just see different shoes, different types of shoes, and just view it. So a normal Power Apps is not really supposed to be about it should not just have dull colors. It should just be really nice, really user friendly for your users. So what we're going to do, we're going to insert tables. So no, let's insert forms for, yeah. And I don't know, have we created like a form, or have we created an item in your SharePoint list? I think I said you should create one at a time. Did you do that?
Sorry, what?
Okay, so do we all have items in our SharePoint list? Yeah.
Yeah, I have, but not the one for shoes. The first one we did. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, okay. Okay, so since we don't have forms and all that, I'll just show you something you can do in your Power Apps that can also help you change. Just make sure your items or any item you input in your app is colorful or is following a certain color convention. So let's insert I want to show you something in your home. So we're just going to insert the gallery. Yeah, let's use the vertical gallery. So sorry, if your screen is larger than my screen, you would see a gallery like in the middle here. It's going to be around here. But if it's not, you see this arrow, this drop down of the click on it, then you see that you have your gallery, your data table, and your forms. So imagine you insert a gallery now. So you click on vertical. Yeah. So we don't have a data source. We just want to change colors. So we'll come to our layout here. And let's use title and arrow. Yeah, let's use the title option. So did we get that? You come to under properties, come to your layout, select title. It's the second, excuse me, it's the second one in the middle. So you see this. You see? So you can expand it to the end. Yeah. So this is like a dummy content because we don't have a data source, and I think just Lavender has a data source and Vera said she doesn't. So we're going to just use this here, the items here, as an example for what we're going to do. So you see that you can expand your gallery, and you see that the color is not even following our color convention. So let's say our color convention is the colors we used here, this maroon and light pink colors. So now we are seeing just blue, blue, and black. So to change these colors, we can just come to this icon here, select on this arrow, the right facing arrow, then go to your home tab. See, it's a text, so you change the color. We are going to be using our maroon here. So once you change one, because it's a gallery, it changes the others. So can we see this? Have we done this? So the next thing we are going to change is our text. Yeah, it's black. We don't want it to be black. We also want it to have the maroon color. Yeah, you see. So when we preview this, you see that we have naming convention colors. Our color convention colors. But we still have a blue. We still have blue lines. We are not supposed to have blue lines. So in order to change that, you can just click on it. You can click on the line, one of the lines actually. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Then we're going to select fill this time because it's not a text, it's an icon. So you select the same color convention and you see. So it's now uniform. But you can change the colors if you want to. If this is too yeah. Okay. So moving on, the next thing we can do now is we don't like that our screen is just bare, it just has a gallery and nothing else. So we can just insert a label that will go from this end to this end, and we'll insert something, yeah, in the middle. So we're going to our insert option or insert tab, select a label, then expand it from this end to this end. Yeah. So in our text, you can just be like list of shoes. Or let's say types of shoes instead. That looks types. Yeah. So go to our own tab, increase the font, make it bold, and put it in the center. Then we can change our color to this too. Yeah, but it's just bare, it's not fancy, it's not that pretty. So we can change our tab, our label color too. So we'll come to fill and insert this. Yeah. So you see, once you preview, you see that, oh, we've done this. Our color is fine, it's nice. So we can't type anything here, we can't change, we can actually change this. So you can see we have block use. But it's going to be the same thing all over, because this is supposed to be picking from your, it's supposed to pick from your list. So let's use this for now. So what do you think we can add? What other thing do you think we can add to this to make it finer or more user-friendly? Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Have you done this?
Yes, I can hear you, Amara. I'm trying to do it.
Oh, okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask now. So I'll know how far. Okay, so we have 1 minute to do this.
You have,
And if we're done.
Hello, Amara.
Hi.
You have his video from the list that you made.
Yeah, this is supposed to fit from the list, but what I did was, since we are not connecting to any data source, I just typed this block A. So every other item here would become block A. Yeah. Okay. But if it was feeding from a list, if we have like 5 list items, the 5 list items would show here. So we have your block heels, your flat shoes, and the others. But now, since we're not feeding from a list, this is that's what I did. But if we're feeding from a list, different items will show you. Yeah.
Okay.
So do we have any other question? So there's something else we can do. We can also insert items and change their colors. We can insert icons, we can insert smiley faces and all that. So we are going to insert a smiley face. So I'm just showing you things that you can do. We can change colors, you can do whatever you want to do. You can make this smaller. You can add more items here. You can add more items. So let me show you something else we can do. So we are done with this. Let's insert icons. So scroll down, go to your insert tab, look for icons, scroll down to, let's see the smiley face, so it's smiling, and this. Okay. So okay, so you see we have two emojis, so you can increase this to the size you want, increase this to the size you want, change the color. So our normal emoji colors is yellow, so we are going to change this to, yeah, yep. So you see, then change this to yellow too. So I'm just going to show you things we can do, how we can design our stuff. Then we can change the background. So this is in fill to white. Yeah. So when we play, you see this.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. So you see, you can insert your emojis, change the color. Any icon you insert, you can change the color. You just go to your home, come here to your, this is for text, and then this is for the background or anything. Then when you can also do the changes down here in your properties pane. When you scroll, you see the color, you see the border, you see the focused border. You see these are places you can change your colors too. So then we can insert more images. So I'm going to create a new screen now. We can insert images like just randomly. So you come to your insert, you come here, then in your image, in your properties panel, under images, you can add an image. Yeah. So you can either fill it. Sorry, I want to show you something now. Yeah. So you know, I said you can fill this to the end, like just the whole screen can just be an image. You can do that, it's possible. So you see that we need to change our image position to fill. We can put it in center. Sorry, let's increase this. You can put it in center. So it's just in the center. We can stretch it. So it's going to be a bit stretched, you see. And this does not look nice. You can put it in tile. Yeah, you can do this. So let's say we want to do this. So you see. So your whole screen is covered with shoes, but it's just one type of shoe. So you see this. We can do this. And we can insert more than one image in a page. So let's do this. And this. So let's say let's make us have different shoes. So you can insert another image. Yeah. Change the image to add an image. So let's use this time. Yeah. So this one is just here. So we can make it style too, so that we have like plenty images in one. Yeah. So you see this. So we can also add more images. So we have like a collection of images, collection of shoes. So other people or users can see, okay, this is a shoe company and we have various shoes we can pick from. Let's use these. No. Let's use this. Okay. So we can just make this one. Sorry, I'm just using the same size. Yeah. So you see, so we have various shoes. So you can just put a button here, or you put an arrow. So you come to your icons. No. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to our second screen. Let's just move this to this corner. We're going to insert an arrow icon. So this arrow icon is going to lead us to the group of shoes we have, or the collection of shoes we have. So we can just use this right arrow, or you can use this next arrow. So we're using the next arrow. So you put this here, change the colors. Yeah. Then you can insert a label. And the label can say, view more shoes. View more shoes. That's too much. So we can insert a field too. Yeah. Use a different font. More shoes. So I think we should move this. Sorry, we should move this here so that this arrow just points in the direction of where the shoes are. Yeah. So we can group these items. So do you know how you group? Sorry, if you want to group an item, you select the item. Okay, I'm going to ungroup this. So once you click now, you see that it's just their individual items. But now we want to click one item and they are together. So you click on your control key on your keyboard on one item, then click on the second item. Yeah, you see this. Then you come up to the top here on your ribbon and click group. If you want to ungroup, you go there and ungroup. So did we get that? So since it's in a group, we can just give it a color. It still has white color. So yep. Yeah. So we are going to click on this button now, and on the on select of it, we are navigating to our shoe collection screen. So our shoe collection screen is screen 2. So we have to rename this to shoe collection. Yeah. So on our second screen, we would now come here, navigate, yeah, shoe collection. Okay. So when we play this, you see it brings us to our shoe collections. So now it looks like we had plenty of shoes there, but we don't have. We just have one image with 4 pictures of the same shoe. So you can insert as many images as possible and as you want. And this is part of making your screen or your app user-friendly to users. So we're going to start from the first screen now. We're going to preview our application from the first screen, but before we do that, I want to ask a question. Are we done? Did we get this? Our time is fast spent, so just trying to rush. Yeah, Vera and Lavender. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I'm still working on mine.
Eh? Please, can you come again?
I'm working on mine. I'm almost done with the grouping.
Oh, okay. So when you are done, what you should do is just try to preview, and then you can write your name, Amara, then log in. So you see I logged in and seeing this. But if I want to view more shoes, I can just click on that button there and start. So the most important thing in all this is to just ensure that most of anything or any item you include can be reduced and can be increased. You can make it as small as possible. Yeah, do we understand? So next week we are going to be talking about components. Yeah. So next week we're going to be looking at components. That is like a different ball game entirely. So we'll need, what I need you girls to do is, I want you to create your own application It is not just shoes. It could be anything you want. You can create like a leave request, a vacation request, a loan request, anything, and create the user interface. Yeah, it should be finer than this, and because that's what we're going to be looking at first next week. Do you understand?
Sorry, Amara, could you just repeat again? Like a leave.
Okay, so I said that next week, what I want us to do for next week is I want us to create a different application entirely. It could be a leave request, vacation request, loan request, anything that you feel like doing, anything that you've always wanted to create, either for your company or for yourself. You create it and make the user interface like really fine, can be finer than this, just as fine, more fine as it's supposed to be more finer than this actually. So the thing we're going to be looking at it first thing in our next session before we move on to treating component. Yeah, did you understand that, Vera?
I
Hello?
understand. Hello, I've understood that.
Yeah. So that's like an assignment. So next week we want to see what you can do with what I just showed you today. Insert image, change the color of your labels, change the color of your text. Next week I want to see it, and you can just create a really nice home screen so that we'll be proud of you. I know that yes, what we are doing is not in vain. Yeah. Okay. I think that's going to be all for today. See you next week, and thank you all for attending today's session. I really appreciate. So, but before we go, do we have questions or do you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so we'll be expecting your apps next week or want to see what you can do. That's the first thing I will ask for.
Okay.